I don't know how to do this intro. What's going on? You hear all that? What's going on, everyone? My name's AJ, and today we're going to be reviewing the Supreme Wheaties. Yeah, I'm reviewing cereal on my channel today. So it's a little bit of a different video. It's still related to fashion, streetwear, and hype. I don't really eat cereal that much, and I did some research on what cereals I like. And for those who don't know what Wheaties are, they're a whole grain wheat cereal that typically features an athlete on the front. And this is gonna be a quick review on some pros, some cons, and if you should buy it. This version of the Supreme Wheaties released 2 weeks ago on April the 1st. And no, it isn't an April Fool's joke. I'm actually gonna eat this too. So let's get into that part of the review as well. And it came out in 2 t-shirts as well, which mimic these boxes. So these boxes come in a yellow camo and a purple camo. I got this cereal from Supreme Direct for $6 each. I bought a couple of them just for, collector value and just to see how the box is, even though it's gonna be the same thing as a regular Wheaties. And yeah, they came out to $6 total. And I've seen some pictures of people posting it from their local grocery stores with these 2 Supreme Wheaties boxes, but I've actually never seen it in real life, or maybe because I haven't been outside to a grocery store in a while. But yeah, I would be like, oh wow, that's kind of cool that Supreme is on a Wheaties box in a grocery store. As far as the packaging goes, it starts off with the General Mills logo on the top left of the box, followed by the Breakfast of Champions on the right. And then it has Wheaties really big on the front of the box, followed by the Supreme box logo. And it says on the bottom left, toasted 100% whole wheat flakes. Net weight is 15.6 ounces, 442 grams. And it says, see nutritional facts for as prepared information. And that can be found on the left side of the box. And on the right side of the box, it just has the Wheaties logo again, followed by a serving portion of Wheaties on a spoon with a strawberry, which is kind of cool. And that's their suggested serving when you eat these Wheaties. And then lastly, it just says Supreme with the box logo right there, and the Breakfast of Champions right below it. And on the back of the box, it just has the Wheaties logo again and the Supreme logo. And the camo continues on the bottom of the box where it has a Wheaties logo, and then it has a barcode. This is from Supreme Direct, so their inventory. And then it just has some recycling information right there. And on the top of the box, it has the Wheaties logo. It says Breakfast of Champions, as it has throughout. It has an expiration date. This one in specific will expire December 16th, 2021. And another interesting thing that it says is no more clipping. Box tops for education, scan your receipt, see how at btfe.com. But it's almost like when you got a Lunchable or a cereal box, they would always have some cool clippings, whether it be a coupon that you could use for your next purchase. But in this case, it's pretty digital now. So if you were to buy some cereal at a grocery store or something, you could scan your receipt, go on this website, and some of the proceeds from your cereal purchase will go towards a school that actually needs equipment or some funding. I'll put a link below where you can find more information on that. I like the thought behind that because a lot of kids are eating cereal and are eating, whether it be Wheaties or other types of cereal or foods or breakfast items. It's a really great way to incentivize parents for buying something that they like for their kids, but also going towards a cause that doesn't only help their own kids, but several children or youth across the nation or even around the world that need help in their school systems. It has 130 calories if you're just eating the Wheaties by itself, and 170 if you were to eat this with a half cup of skim milk, as typically people do with cereal. Leave a comment below. Do you pour the cereal first or the milk? It has 5 grams of sugar, 3 grams of protein, a bunch of vitamins and whatever they want to put in here. And the ingredients are whole grain wheat, sugar, corn syrup, salt, vitamin E, and that's pretty much it, and some other things just to add to preserve freshness. As far as size and fit, I would definitely say that this fits any standard bowl. So I got a Costco spoon and I got a Costco bowl, and we got the Supreme Wheaties in here. It's a standard Wheatie. There's no Supreme box logo branding or anything on it, which is kind of a bummer. It is just a Supreme Wheatie. Nothing special on there. I'm gonna take a bite of it. Let's get the ASMR in there. Yeah, so there's only one size for these cereal boxes, so I would suggest buying it true to size, which means buy the only size available. But as far as portion sizes, I would definitely suggest eating the suggested amount that is on the box. I'm not, a nutritionist or a personal trainer, so you might have to track the macros in all your meals yourself. I'm just gonna do a quick taste test with some oat milk, and I don't have any real specific oat milk or anything. I just have some Khalifa Farms oat milk which you're probably not even supposed to use with cereal. You're probably supposed to use this for like a drink, like fancy coffees or even a smoothie. And it says you could even use it to bake things. But yeah, this is Khalifa Farms, not Wiz Khalifa, oat barista blend, dairy free. So we're gonna try that out. Shout out to all my lactose intolerant people. I'm not lactose intolerant. I'll be eating cheese all day. You know, for the review, we wanted to make it accessible to everyone. So I didn't want to use just some typical milk. So we got the oat milk ready for all you lactose folks. And we're gonna open it up. We're gonna pour it in and we're gonna see what's good with it. All right, so as far as fit goes with this, you wanna pour it in. We're just gonna pour a little bit and we're gonna take a taste test of the Supreme Wheaties. So there we go. Got some of the milk in there. We're gonna taste it. Yeah, so if I were to give this a review, I'm definitely gonna say that you should eat it with like a fruit or something like it suggested on the side of the box. So in that picture, it has some Wheaties with a strawberry. And I actually used to do this a lot in the morning. So I would put a bunch of berries, whether it be strawberries or any berries you like, and I would eat it with a serving of Wheaties, and that really makes the Wheaties a flavor, because there's not much flavor in this cereal other than like wheat. It's trying to be a little bit healthy of a cereal, but it has some sugar in there. So I would definitely suggest pairing this cereal with some wheat. Stay off the wheat. So I definitely suggest pairing this cereal with some fresh fruit, and that's kind of my favorite way to do it, especially with some strawberries. That's my favorite berry. But honestly, let's go into some of the pros and some of the cons. So my first pro is that, taste test aside, these boxes are actually a really cool and iconic collaboration between Wheaties and Supreme. And in my opinion, I don't think there's been a streetwear, hype, or even skateboard brand that has ever collaborated with such a brand like Wheaties. And this is food that we're kind of going into now. Granted, it is breakfast food. Supreme does make out-of-pocket items and like really random collaborations that everyone will buy. And if you think about it, even luxury fashion brands have never collaborated with a cereal. If you're kind of like a teenager or a young kid out there wanting their first Supreme collectible, this is a great purchase because it's easily attainable. It's only $6. Granted, you can get a Wheaties box at your local Safeway or grocery store or wherever you're getting your cereal from for probably like half the price, like $2, $3, if not $4 for a box of Wheaties. And also it's edible too. Like this is the first Supreme thing that's edible, I believe. Like I don't think there's ever been like a Supreme item where you could actually eat it. Like no one's eating their box logo hoodies or their box logo t-shirts. So I'm finna be eating this box logo cereal. That would have been sick if they had like the box logo engraved on the wheat tea. Just one wheat tea, not Wheaties, no plural. And ultimately, when I first got into streetwear and fashion and kind of cool clothing or the subculture as a whole, I never thought that a brand like Supreme would ever collaborate with Wheaties in my wildest dreams. But now it makes so much sense based on their history within the past 2 decades. Who knows, maybe there's gonna be a precedent set by Supreme for other brands. So maybe Undefeated, maybe Bape will get a Wheaties or cereal box collabo, and it kind of sets the path for other streetwear brands and other brands to really, I guess, take a risk with their brand identity and put their branding on a cereal box. Now on to the cons. I just had a few cons. My first con is that these are really expensive for a box of cereal, like $6 for a cereal. That's kind of a con in itself, so I'm not really gonna go too much into that. But knowing that it's a collaboration with Supreme, the collaborations are always gonna be marked up if it's something Supreme. So basically, it's just a Wheaties box with the Supreme branding on it and the licensing. Nothing too special. It's the same thing as if you were to get a Wheaties box and put like a Supreme sticker on it. Not the same thing, but you get the idea. And for a lot of folks, they eat cereal not only to be healthy or just to start off their morning, but they eat it for taste. And personally, if you gave me these 2 Wheaties, which taste the same, they're essentially just, well, wheat. I personally don't really like Wheaties that much, like unless it's with fruit or some other berries and things like that. So I personally would go with something like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, without the shrimp, of course. There was some memes of like shrimp being found in someone's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And yeah, shrimp aside and all the memes aside, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. And if I had another alternative, I would probably eat Frosted Flakes. Shout out my boy Tony. I also believe that they're great. And these two cereals have a lot more sugar content compared to Wheaties, but I do understand that Wheaties and Supreme's branding probably align more, better than like, I don't know, this like Tony the Tiger branding on Frosted Flakes and this cinnamon, I guess, what is that? Like just a cinnamon toast that's ready to be eaten, even though it looks like it's really hungry, trying to eat something. That's toastabilism, cannibalism within the toast community, cinnamon toast community. Anyways, yeah, so that's kind of one of my cons too. Like if you were to give me a choice between these two, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Frosted Flakes and these Wheaties, like I'm gonna throw these to the side and I'm definitely gonna pick something that I actually like. So let me know in the comments below, what's your guys' favorite cereal? And those are my only two cons with this cereal. They're quite expensive and they don't really taste that well compared to all of the other cereal selections on the market. Granted, these are a little more healthy than those sugar options. You know, you gotta have fun in life. Like, eat what cereal you like. Like, who's really gonna pick the Wheaties over all the other sugary cereals at the end of the day? Or should I say beginning of the day? Because that's when you eat it. Unless you eat it at night too. But yeah. So all in all, I'm gonna say that the Supreme Wheaties are an overpriced version of the non-licensed version. So the standard version of Wheaties. I wouldn't recommend buying these if you intend to just resell them because they don't really hold that much value on the resale market currently. But if you do hold it, it may be a collector's item, but that may be in like, you know, 5 to 10, if not 20 years. Do what you want to do. I'm personally just gonna eat it and enjoy them as they should be. But yeah, if you're like a real breakfast food enthusiast and you have to have these, you should probably get the t-shirt too. So I suggest buying these and also the t-shirts that it came with. And that's a great way to show people that you start the morning right and you're a relatively healthy eater who likes cereal that not a lot of people like. A very unpopular opinion, but yeah, you do what you want to do. I personally don't recommend this for a majority of people who just like breakfast food or like eating, which is like everyone. I love eating too. But yeah, in all seriousness, you should just buy the regular Wheaties. If you are on a budget, this is only $6, like $3 more than the regular ones. So if you like Supreme a lot and you're a collector, or you like breakfast cereal a lot and you happen to like streetwear too, definitely cop these. And let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this collaboration? Do you guys think Supreme's gonna collabo with any other food brands? Once again, my name's AJ. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys learned something, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, or even notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let go. Peace. Finna eat these. I'm actually gonna eat these Wheaties now. So yeah, they're not that bad, but you know, it gets, look at that, it gets all mushy once it gets all soggy. So you gotta eat it really quick. It's not an ASMR or mukbangs, but you gotta eat it like once you pour the milk. You need some milk.